Listen up, wrestling fans. It's time to settle a bit of a debate, one that's caused more arguments than a bad referee call. It's the battle of face-painted titans, the Legion of Doom versus Demolition. Two of the most iconic, destructive and legendary tag teams to ever lace up boots. And whether you grew up yelling, "What a rush" with Hawk and Animal, or stomping to the beat of "Here Comes the Axe" with Demolition, this one is for you. Today, we'll dive into their history, compare their in-ring styles, break down their championships, and even relive their unforgettable fan reactions. And by the end, it'll be up to you to decide which team is the undisputed best. So, grab your steel chairs, maybe some popcorn, and let's get to it. Let's rewind the clock. Legion of Doom, aka the Road Warriors, made their debut in the early 80s and immediately changed the game. These two guys from Chicago, Hawk and Animal, looked like they stepped straight out of a Mad Max movie and into a wrestling ring. Face paint, spiked shoulder pads, and muscles that could probably bench press a truck. They were larger than life and their intensity was unmatched. Meanwhile, over in WWE, Vince McMahon decided to create a tag team to rival the Road Warriors' dominance. Enter Demolition, Axe and Smash, who had a darker, grittier vibe. Think leather-clad warriors who just finished pillaging a village. And they weren't flashy, they were brutal, methodical, and downright scary. And while the Road Warriors dominated territories like the AWA, the NWA, WCW, and eventually WWE, Demolition made their stand as the premier tag team of WWE's golden era, and both teams exploded onto the scene. But here's where the rivalry begins. Was Demolition a brilliant original, or were they Vince's knockoff to LOD? We'll let you decide. Let's be real. Half of wrestling is about the look. And these two teams, they nailed it. Legion of Doom brought spikes, intensity, and apocalypse vibes straight to your living room. Hawk's wild-eyed energy and Animal's unshakable power made them feel like an unstoppable force from a dystopian future. That "What a Rush" entrance was the kind of thing that gave you goosebumps. You didn't just watch LOD, you felt them. But Demolition wasn't about being flashy. They were about being scary. Their studded leather outfits made them look like the boss villains of an 80s arcade game. And their face paint, more sinister, darker, and totally fitting for a team that promised to crush anyone in their path. So tell me, are you rocking with the Road Warrior chic of LOD or the grim dystopian menace of Demolition? Well, comment below. Now let's step into the ring. This is where the real destruction happened. The Legion of Doom, they were a freight train of chaos. Hawk and Animal didn't just wrestle, they wrecked. With their brute strength, speed, and unmatched intensity, opponents didn't stand a chance, and that doomsday device. Hawk flying off the top rope to clothesline an unsuspecting victim off Animal's shoulders. Devastating. It's been imitated, but never duplicated. And Demolition, on the other hand, brought a more methodical approach. Axe and Smash didn't overwhelm their opponents with speed. They picked them apart with precision strikes and double team maneuvers. Their finishing move, the decapitation, was brutal, effective, and perfectly fit their style of domination. Question is though, do you love the adrenaline-fueled wrecking ball of LOD or the cold, calculated punishment of Demolition? Decisions. And here's where we separate the contenders from the champs. Legion of Doom, these guys were worldwide legends. NWA tag champs, AWA tag champs, WWE tag champs. They collected titles like kids collect action figures. And they didn't just dominate one promotion, they conquered them all. But in WWE, Demolition made history at the time. Axe and Smash held the WWE Tag Team Championships for a jaw-dropping 478 days, and that's longer than most wrestlers' careers. But their reign was packed with legendary matches against the likes of the Hart Foundation, the Rockers, and Strikeforce. And one team is all about global domination, where the other is about WWE dominance. Who gets the edge here? It depends on what matters most to you. And then, how about fan reactions? Well, this is the real test. Who made the fans go wild? Well, the Legion of Doom had the kind of energy that hit you like a lightning bolt. And their entrance music was pure adrenaline. And that crowd chant, "What a rush," could shake the walls of any arena. And fans knew they were witnessing greatness every time Hawk and Animal came down that ramp. But don't underestimate Demolition. Their entrance theme was a straight up banger. Here comes the axe, and here comes the smasher. Fans couldn't help but sing along, and whether as heels or faces, Demolition had the crowd eating out of the palms of their studded gloves. So let's hear it, folks. Whose entrance gave you chills? And when it comes to legacy, it's about more than titles. It's about who inspired future generations. And the Legion of Doom didn't just redefine tag team wrestling. They set the standard. Their influence is everywhere, from the Dudley Boys to the Usos. They're often hailed as the greatest tag team in history, and their worldwide reach ensured their name will be remembered forever. But don't sleep on Demolition's impact. They defined tag team excellence during the WWE's most iconic era, and their record-breaking reign at the time is still a benchmark. And their influence can be seen in modern teams who focus on brutal, hard-hitting styles. But legacy is a very personal thing. What do you think lasts longer? The global domination of LOD or the historic achievements of Demolition? So who is your pick? Is it the globe-conquering Legion of Doom, the Masters of Destruction and Adrenaline, or is it Demolition, the WWE legends who turned domination into an art form? Let's hear it in the comments. Tell me your favourite matches, moments, and which team truly deserves the crown. And if you had fun listening to this, please give me a like, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss some of the upcoming episodes. And until next time, stay legendary and keep grappling with greatness.